Good evening and welcome to the Sawalha-Adderleys.
Yes, good evening. It's a bit of a last-minute live just because this
Breaking news. It is breaking news.
Is huge.
I mean, it's breaking as in it's broken over the last 2 hours. So
yeah, but it hasn't really broken in Western media at all. If we can just, first of all, just to ask you, just hit the subscribe button, guys. And more importantly, even, is to share any films that we do on Gaza. Yeah, and that subscribe button really helps. This is just Mark and I, and we work from morning, noon, right through till night, whatever time it is now. So,
and if you hit the subscription tag, also hit the notification bell. And if you're only looking for Gaza-orientated Palestinian world news updates and notifications, you'll only get those because you've joined us on this live. So this is significant. This is so significant that the mainstream British media aren't carrying the story yet. And the story is that Netanyahu has formally announced or told his cabinet that he's approved and is approving plans to fully occupy Gaza. Now, some people would immediately say in response to that, well, they already occupy it and well, of course they control it. They've controlled it for the last 75 years. And they've controlled it intensely for the last 2 years, since October the 8th. But this is a confirmation of intent. This is a finalization of mission. This is potentially the completion of genocide. Why this is significant is they currently occupy 75% of the Gaza Strip. They're seeking to take the remaining 25%, in which, of course, all the population is embedded. Their claim will be that Hamas is embedded in there too. But this declaration, so the breaking news has come off the back of a speech that Netanyahu gave and an upload that he put onto Twitter, X. I'm going to play you it. I'm sorry. I know it's unedifying for many of us listening to Netanyahu.
I can't bear to see
the most sinister tyrant, the most deluded, narcissistic, sociopathic, psychopathic tyrant on the planet.
Well, running parallel with Trump. Please.
This man has zero capacity for self-awareness or self-analysis whatsoever. He is evil incarnate. And I'm now going to play you 2 minutes of him. And in this, watch for what he says right at the end, because it's off the back of what he says right at the end. We then have, through Israeli media outlets, insiders within his inner coterie, within his inner government, revealing quotes about what his intentions actually are. Okay?
Horrible vilifications. The lies that were leveled against the Jews spread around the globe. We were poisoning the wells. We were carriers of disease. We slaughtered Christian children in order to drink their blood. And this spread from country to country and created massacre after massacre, culminating in the worst massacre of them all, the Holocaust, in which 6 million innocent Jews were led to the slaughter. Today, the Jewish state is facing similar vilifications. They lie about us. They say that we are deliberately starving Palestinian children. That's a barefaced lie. Since the beginning of the war, we have let in almost 2 million tons of food. 2 million tons of food for Palestinian civilians, Palestinian children. That's been our policy. But in the last few months, this humanitarian aid has been interdicted by Hamas looting. They steal the food from their own people. But in the last few months, that food has not been reaching the Palestinian civilians because Hamas is stealing it. So we've decided to go around it. I've authorized the Israeli Air Force to airdrop humanitarian food and medical supplies to Palestinian civilians. We invited other countries to join these airdrops, and many have. We also designated safe corridors through which these trucks can travel without being looted by Hamas or endangered by combat activity. And we're talking now to our American friends about further steps to alleviate any possibility of hunger or the appearance of hunger. We're committed to doing this, just as we're committing to free Gaza from the tyranny of these terrorists.
Wow.
And he says, many Gazans come to us and ask us to free them. which chimes in with Steve Whitcott, with Mike Huckabee's post that he deleted saying most Gazans think Trump's wonderful. I think Trump's lovely. Now, off the back of that,
I think everybody must check out the Green Berets chap that has been going to most of the channels and giving very detailed, with real authority, very detailed statements on what the situation is in Gaza.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe him, you've got real problems. And, you know, our own Jeremy Bowen brilliantly put down the whole food drop. I mean, this is just in the face of over 100 charities saying that they're in the 5th stage of famine. You really think you can sit there and say that it's all made up?
Well,
it's
problem
beyond
with
belief.
The problem with his defense, the problem that Israel have now, is that they're trying to make out that they are so holier than thou, purer than untouched
the most moral
snow,
army in the world.
No one can be this untainted.
But that's what they've got to. That's the way. You cannot say a single word.
But that's where the proof, in a weird way, the proof of their delusional intent and their delusional state of mind is the degree to which they insist nothing they've done is wrong.
You're right, Steph Schultz. Those who want to believe it will believe it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Newsweek in America is reporting Israeli Prime Minister has decided this evening that the Israeli Defense Force should push to fully occupy the besieged Gaza Strip, including areas where hostages are being held. The Prime Minister's office, this is really, really chilling because he's met and is meeting resistance, Netanyahu, from some of the most senior soldiers, colonels and officers in the IDF, because they believe a full occupation. I mean, I'm just throwing out
a huge problem. They've got people, they've got PTSD problem with there's IDF soldiers that are killing themselves. They've got a huge problem.
And also, I'm going to throw the word Vietnam out there. This will become a deeply although it's 25%, they've already got 75%. If they go this route, this is going to be intolerable, not only for their soldiers, but it's going to be intolerable for the Gazans. This is going to be the next level of door-to-door soldiers everywhere.
And the Green Beret eyewitness said the violence that they are meting out is quite extraordinary. So they're going to ratchet that up.
Exactly.
And when you've got soldiers that have got, because most of them are reservists, you know, and conscript, and there's many of them refusing to go back.
So the most senior officer in the IDF is resistant to this move. This isn't suggesting he's garlanded in praise. He's the head of the IDF. But even the head of the IDF feels this is wrong. But this is what Netanyahu's office has said.
Wrong for what reason? Just
wrong because it's unmanageable. It's impractical. It's too much. And I think for all the reasons you've just inferred, you know, I think that they haven't got the I think the impact on morale, the ability to succeed. I mean, IDF colonels were saying right at the beginning that you can't destroy an idea.
Yeah, a very young and inexperienced army.
Yeah. So this is what the Prime Minister's office said. The Prime Minister's office would like to convey a message to Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, the Army's Chief of Staff, saying, if this does not suit him, you should resign. That's according to Euronews, I-24's diplomatic correspondent Amichai Stein. Newsweek have reached out to Netanyahu for comment. He hasn't made any because it's believed the official announcement will be tomorrow morning, Tuesday. That's where the vote's going to happen. That's where the decision's going to be made. And they are using, I personally think it was an absolutely stupid, ridiculous move that, you know, the images, the awful images of that hostage that were shown. I mean, you know, that is being used as a rationale to double down on a full occupation,
innocent Gazans.
Full occupation of Gaza. These are some tweets just on OSINT Defender, which is an independent news outlet on X. According to Can News, Israeli Chief of General Staff has cancelled his trip tonight to the US, where he was scheduled to attend several meetings with officials at the Pentagon, as well as the change of command ceremony for the commander of the US Central Command. Eyal Zamir has reportedly threatened to resign if Prime Minister Netanyahu moves forward with his decision to fully occupy the Gaza Strip.
So have we got like there wasn't like a full statement from him sort of detailing why not or anything?
Not yet, but I mean, the Israeli
right.
army radio stated the Israeli Defense Force objects to the full occupation and or takeover of the Gaza Strip. So you've got the IDF saying they don't want to. You have that's why we have Tyrant Netanyahu is essentially going to what? Get rid of everyone in the IDF that just doesn't want to do this? This, by all accounts, this has the support of Trump. Lost his mind. Absolutely lost his mind.
Trump is so tied up in something that we know now. I mean, you know, it's so clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he said he wouldn't be able to do business with Canada if they called for a Palestinian state. Yeah. I mean, talk about America first.
Yeah.
He should have run on Israel first.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine if you're MAGA and you're totally gone, you've got bloody America first all over your hat?
Newsweek's also reporting what people are saying. Netanyahu said at the outset of Monday's cabinet meeting today, quote, "We must continue to stand together and fight together to achieve all our war objectives, the defeat of the enemy, the release of our hostages, and the assurance that Gaza will no longer pose a threat."
Shut up, you're so fake.
What happens next? The cabinet will reportedly meet on Tuesday morning to make a formal decision on this move. But all of it, I've got this clip here as well that's Purely Palestine has also put on their Instagram. This is Israeli media reporting the story.
נפלה. כן, זה, אתה יודע, תמיד צריך לשים בערבון מוגבל עד שלא מתקבלת ההחלטה ויוצאים הכוחות, אבל אלה הדברים שאומר בכיר בלשכת נתניהו בשעות האחרונות. הולכים לכיבוש הרצועה, ההכרעה נפלה, חמאס לא ישחרר עוד חטופים בלי כניעה מוחלטת, ואנחנו לא ניכנע. אם לא נפעל עכשיו, החטופים ימותו מרעב, וגם עזה תישאר בשליטת חמאס. ישראל במשך חודשים ישבה ככה במזלג הדרכים הזה, ובוא נגיד את האמת, לא השיגה לא את ההכרעה ולא את החטופים. המנדט, אומר אותו בכיר בלשכת נתניהו שניתן, היה רחב, אבל לא הייתה עסקה, ולכן הולכים לכיבוש, צריך להבין את המשמעויות. כניסה גם לאזורים שישראל נמנעה מלפעול בהם, אחד לחלוטין זה מחנות המרכז.
They're going to enter the camps in Gaza.
So he's actually, how disgusting of him for the families of those hostages to be pretending that this final occupation is about getting the hostages. So how are you going to, what are you going to do now to get the hostages
and
back?
One of the IDF, I understand one of the IDF, one of the senior, you know, this guy who's kind of potentially resisting this. One of the issues they've got is they've declared that Hamas, if the IDF enters where the hostages are literally held, i.e. goes into everywhere, their argument is they will summarily execute all of the hostages. So it will not benefit the hostages.
And he does not give a shit. He has been bombing and starving the hostages as much as he has the population of Gaza.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Hamas must have released those photos because he constantly says Hamas has taken all the food and da-da-da. But what that has done is probably, oh God, I hope not. But, you know, you think the violence that is going to come next, let's hope those hostages can survive that. You know, because now they're going to go completely nuts. I mean, there are nuts. They've been so sociopathic throughout, but now they've got carte blanche, haven't they?
And here you are. You have Newsweek reporting this, just kind of giving you the sort of, you know, letting you know about this before it actually lands tomorrow, because this is going to be the big story over the next 24 hours. Newsweek reporting, New York Post, Netanyahu approves plan to fully occupy Gaza Strip. The Times of Israel, the Jerusalem Post, all other major Israeli publications are reporting this. And so it will be announced tomorrow. I just think it's just an absolute travesty that none of the journalists at any of our quality press are even feel like they're even feeling their way around this.
Because why can't they say it and say the official statement is coming tomorrow?
Why can't they report like we are that these are the statements that are slipping out of the Israeli cabinet right now? So full occupation is full annexation. We had Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, standing with a flag in an illegal settlement in the West Bank today. So the West Bank is being nibbled away. You've got Gaza about to be 100% invaded and occupied.
The settlers
this is
arranged.
Where is Starmer? Where is Starmer? Where are they all again? Stating a Palestinian state is nothing.
To be fair, clearly this is the next level of complete sociopathy. He now doesn't care what the world thinks at all. We all knew it was always about the land. We knew it wasn't about self-defense. We knew it's been about the land for 76 years. And I'm sure any leaders that aren't compromised in some way are absolutely beside themselves, because they know that people are going to be demanding an answer. But what can they do? We know that you cannot criticize Netanyahu.
So are we actually, this is the bit that fucking drives me mad. Are we actually saying that because diplomatically we can't move too quickly, it'll take at least 48 hours for this news to grind into the inbox of David Lammy and Keir Starmer before they start to reflect on it? Are we seriously saying that we will allow the completion of a genocide because administratively we can't move, because we're worried about offending a giant fucking orange turkey running the fucking White House?
Yeah, come on, let's be real here. It's not just about offending. It's about him increasing tariffs, rogering people left, right, and centre. Everybody has got a boot on the neck. Every country's got a boot on their neck, because at the moment, not at the moment, for way too long, America has controlled the rest of the world, hasn't it?
But we cannot.
No, but I mean, it is a fact.
We can't. None of us can get into the state of mind where we start to say, "Oh well, Starmer and Lammy, they can only do so much."
No, I don't think for
they
1
can
minute.
only do so much, but that's not enough.
I'm saying, don't expect anything from them. That's what I'm saying.
So what do we
do?
Because
everything is tied up. Well, one just keeps trying as hard as one can, amplifying it, never voting for them again as long as we live, never voting for the Tories, never voting for Labour. They have shown us who they are. It would be even worse if the Tories were in.
And now we have 1,000 people are going to be descending on London with Palestine action signs. The government and the police are pleading with them not to turn up because the system wouldn't be able to cope with arresting them.
Because they have to arrest every single one of them for being terrorists.
Yeah. And if we were to promote that march, we'd be done for promoting terrorism. So,
but the terrorizing of these people for the last 76 years, escalating beyond anything you could even imagine in the last 2 years, cruelties beyond belief. As I always say, if I could just morally show you the photos that I see that are sent to me by the charities of actually what's being done to children. Do you know, there's one of our children numbers babies. He's about 2. The bomb that was dropped, because we're just talking about food now. You know, the bombs haven't stopped. Not stopped at all. Nothing else has stopped. It's just that they now are starving to death. Bomb dropped. She was breastfeeding him. He was thrown off her lap. She was left with a leg in her lap. And these stories, multiple stories like this day. Those stories are just nowhere. You know, they've all just gone out the window. It's just all the bickering between all the sociopaths around the world about whether people are starving or not. It's like the Green Beret eyewitness said. He said, are we going to get to the point where they're going to go, Stanley Kubrick came in and just got a load of actors to pretend. He said, you cannot fake this.
No.
Even Trump said the other day, you can't fake that kind of hunger, you know. Yeah. And he's done that film is the most chilling film.
Yeah.
We've been accused of it's just we've done everything we can to feed them. I mean, they're in an echo chamber.
Jordan Rodway sums it up. All I've seen for days is the hostage in the tunnel. The right have that as pure evidence, and they don't look at any similar images from Gaza. Well, can I just say, what's that idiot? What's that Burke of a Tory, Michael Gove? I saw him the other day. Did you see it doing the rounds? He sits there with an inexpressive, zone-like kind of dead eyes. And when repeatedly asked, how does it make him emotionally feel seeing these dead children? He simply said, I see it's the fault of Hamas.
Right.
That's all he said. It's like people have been brainwashed. People have been brainwashed away from their hearts.
No, people are deeply, 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 deeply racist. That's what it is. A Palestinian child is meaningless 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. We're up to 50,000, are we? 30,000 of the bodies we could find. Irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. Don't even talk. Don't even ask me. Oh, my God. My God. Please let there be karma. Please, God.
Yeah, please let there be karma. Okay, guys. Well, look, we just wanted you to be the first to know. Please subscribe. Please share this live. Please share on all of your socials, headlines like this, screenshot it, show it, send it to friends, screenshot it.
And say, do you remember when they kept saying this was just about self-defense?
It's a land grab.
Always been about the land.
Yeah.
And the buildings, they're salivating over building the hotels.
They're flattening
for the
block
Gaza
by block by block.
Riviera.
I mean, have you seen the footage?
And Trump wants to see that beautiful golden strip with his golden casinos.
Trump
if you
Tower.
saw it in a movie, you wouldn't believe it. But those golden hotels, those golden casinos are going to be built on the bones of those people.
Yeah, yeah. And people
Shame
will be
on
buying.
anyone who
People
visits
will
it.
be buying EasyJet flights there.
Shame.
So share. Tell everyone. Explain to people this is not about self-defense anymore. This is not
The
about
Gaza
hostages.
Riviera is coming. They told us fully and in detail that it's coming. Every single thing they've done, they've told us first.
And
so when they turn around and say, how can you say this about me? How can you accuse me of this?
Yeah.
All the evidence is there.
Yeah. And all of those
You've
apologists.
said it yourselves, all of you.
All of those apologists for Israel, and they know who they are.
Shame on
May
you.
you rot in hell.
Shame.
Okay, guys. See you in the morning.
Shame. I mean.